welcome back.
Yep.
Oh man,
Where we talked about some...
we talked about so much stuff off stream this time.
Yeah, we talked about some animes. And how Steve's girlfriend cried at One Piece. Like 8
Cried?
times.
I was gonna say, like, try several times.
Well, I just said cried at One Piece. I didn't say how many times.
I cried at One Piece.
At One Piece, she saw that you were gonna watch One Piece, and then she cried because it's awful.
Oh wait.
And then I shouldn't say that because One Piece is actually really good. But then, like, it got not good. Like, kind of after they crossed the halfway point of the Grand Line, but yeah. Like, wait, where did you say you were at right now?
Episode 40-ish.
What? Like, I
Rogue Town.
Okay. Like, when I talk One Piece, I'm usually more keen to the manga.
Yeah.
A lot of times whenever I talk about anything anime related, I'm more updated on the manga than anything else. Because sometimes I just don't like to wait. And if it's a shonen anime, I do not like filler.
Fair enough.
But then sometimes there'll be a arc in the manga that'll come along that feels like filler. And it's like, why did this need to happen? Like this one arc in Bleach. Do you know anything about Bleach? Other than the basics?
I know some things about Bleach. I also know about the actual viewing guide, which is fucking hilarious to me.
I mean, the creator actually did say that we're only 12 weeks away from the actual ending. But, like, there's this arc after Ichigo defeats, the main villain of this one arc. He was a main villain for a while. Spoiler alert, I'm talking about Aizen. I don't know if you know anything about that. I'm saying
very minimal.
I'm just saying that for our viewers.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, he beats a guy in a shonen anime.
What? Heroes don't beat things.
But more of a spoiler alert. Like, he uses an ultimate technique that he learned right before his battle with Aizen.
Of course.
And it turns out that if he were to use his ultimate technique, he would lose his Shinigami powers forever.
Okay.
So he does it, and he loses his powers. And then my friend and I agree that this battle, it was a really good battle, and it would have been a perfect ending.
But?
Well, it continued, of course. Because, he gave up all his powers. He defeated this, the main bad guy that's been a bad guy for a while. Everything was tied up in a nice little package. There was not really many loose ends that you could think of. Until, they started making loose ends by, retconning shit. And later.
Why do people do shit like that to themselves?
It's a thing in comics. But the arc right after that is called the Fullbringer arc. And it's about these people, humans who have powers, and they're called Fullbrings. Which you actually learned that Chad is a Fullbringer. So it actually, gave insight onto his powers.
Yeah.
And, you learn that Ichigo's a Fullbringer because he has main character powers.
That's so true.
And the arc was literally an arc to get his powers back. Like his Shinigami powers back. Like, that's it. Like, it felt like a canon form of filler.
You don't want to do that to your animes.
But the thing is, they actually came back, like a couple issues ago. Because this one guy's Fullbringer power is actually really broken.
Oh?
He stabs you with his sword, and he writes himself into your memories. Like, the sword doesn't hurt, like when he stabs you.
Yeah.
So he basically alters your memory. So, like, it was pretty broken for what he used it for. And then there was this one Fullbringer who had, you know, like, he was obsessed with video games, and he had this, like, his own zone where he had complete control over everything that happened in that zone. Like, he set the rule, like it's his own special gaming zone or whatever.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah, and these are, like, people.
Yeah.
Which in any shonen anime / manga, for some reason, whenever a human has powers, they always get the shaft for the characters that are not considered human. Like, you know, Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Like, since when has a actual human been, like, powerful?
Original Dragon Ball.
Yeah. Back when it was good. Shots fired! I've made it clear, though, on this channel that I prefer Dragon Ball over Dragon Ball Z.
I have mixed feelings for both of them.
Dragon Ball Z will always have a place in my heart because, you know...
That's what we grew up with.
Fucking 90s kid shit, man.
Yeah.
When Toonami was at its peak in popularity, I should say. Not anime programming. Popularity.
Yeah.
Because some of the anime programming it has now is really good, actually. Because they're finally getting, like, newer licensing.
Yeah.
Because remember when they're just like, yeah, Toonami's back, and blah, 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 and it's just like...
This isn't exactly Toonami, but yeah.
It's all old shit. Because they had, like, no funding, so they had to get, like... Basically, the licensing they had was all the anime that they showed when Adult Swim was showing anime. Basically. So,
yeah.
yay. But now they're showing shit like One Punch Man. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure they just announced, which I'm actually really excited for that. Then they, you know, they did stuff like Akame ga Kill, Kill la Kill. And then they actually did simulcasting of Space Dandy, which I was really surprised. Like, you know, the day that it was shown in Japan, it was shown here. Like, dubbed, like it was completely one-to-one simulcast.
It is surprising, actually.
I'm waiting for when Dragon Ball Super hits Toonami, though. Because you know it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And finally, Dragon Ball Super's actually getting pretty good. It only took 3 arcs!
I wouldn't know, I haven't been into it.
The first 2 arcs were literally retellings of Battle of Gods and Resurrection F. Just within a little more detail, and I'm just like, I don't really need to know this more detail.
Yeah.
Because it's just kind of, it's basically adding fluff. Because what was originally a 90-minute movie turned into, like, you know, like 10 episodes.
I mean, that's not a bad thing to do, but...
It just didn't need to be done.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's good for people who didn't see the movies. But the third arc wasn't bad. It just wasn't great. Because it was a martial arts tournament between the 6th and the 7th universe. Because now there's a multiverse. Because that was explained in Battle of Gods. Because now there's a thing called Super Dragon Balls, which are literally the size of planets. And half of them are in Universe 6, and half of the other half are in Universe 7. And apparently they can grant, like, literally any wish. Because remember, the Eternal Dragon couldn't grant any wish.
Yeah.
But apparently these can grant any wish, and that's what they were fighting for. Like the remainder of, like, the other universe's Dragon Balls. And, universes... I think the main canon Dragon Ball Z universe is Universe 7. I can't remember. Yeah, it's Universe 7. You know, they had Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, Majin Buu, and then someone who Beerus chose as his representative. And then the person from Universe 6, which is Beerus' brother, chose his people. It was okay. For a tournament, there wasn't much conventional fighting.
I could have sworn that was the solution to that.
I don't know.
Actually,
Because I mean, like,
the actual sign here.
one of the matches was Vegeta versus this metal man from Universe 6. And all he did was make the room hotter, to where Vegeta got so, like, heat exhausted that he couldn't do anything. But Vegeta ended up winning because secondary main character powers. But it wasn't really like a fight, you know?
Yeah.
It didn't become like that until Goku versus the last person in Universe 6 thing, which his name was Hit. And he's literally a hitman. He's like the universe's greatest hitman. And apparently, like, you know, his power is he can actually, like, stop time for a couple seconds.
Goddamn.
Still can't speak stone language?
No, I can.
Oh, okay, good.
I have to be the statue to get that jiggy.
Oh.
Which that explains why this one opened up instead of just getting kicked in.
Okay. But yeah, one thing actually did happen in that tournament that was really cool.
Oh?
Goku went Super Saiyan Blue, and then in canon, he finally added Kaioken to it.
Yeah, I've always wondered why he's never used that in tandem with...
Because Kaioken puts such a strain on your body.
Yeah, but so does everything else.
No, because remember, he perfected Super Saiyan in the Cell Saga, remember?
The first form, yeah.
Yeah, but still. He perfected it more than he perfected Kaioken. So it doesn't use as much energy as, and I don't even think that him and Vegeta perfected Super Saiyan Blue. Because that was the reasons they kind of won against, Golden Frieza. For spoiler alerts, because Golden Frieza was actually more powerful than Super Saiyan Blue. But it's just that when Frieza attained that form, he didn't actually train with that form. He just literally got the form, decided to go fight them. So it was draining his power super fucking fast. So, like, but anyway, he adds Kaioken to Super Saiyan Blue, and, like, his aura is actually, like, you know, blue, like, with red, and it's all, like, going crazy and shit, and it actually looks pretty cool. And he actually breaks through Hit's, like, time stop thing. Like, he goes fast enough to where he bypasses that. It was actually a really cool moment, and considering it's any type of Dragon Ball Z thing, of course it's going to get stupider.
Well, yeah.
So, he ended up forfeiting that match. Goku did. He ended up forfeiting.
Mm. That does not go that far.
But anyway, the newest arc is actually it's another Future Trunks style arc. Future Trunks comes back because of a new threat.
I was gonna say, is it a different future, or is it?
It's the same future from the Cell Saga.
I guess.
Because remember, in the Cell Saga, he explicitly said that even if I change the past, it's not going to change my future because time travel doesn't work that way. Like, in this canon. So his future is forever fucked. Well, okay, it was actually doing well because he did defeat the androids and yada yada yada.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah. But like he comes back to the present time because of a new threat called Goku Black. He's not a black guy. Because in its first translations it was called Black Goku. And everyone's just like, oh, it's gonna be a black guy. It's like, no, black just kind of means evil or bad in Japanese. I don't know why, but so like he's called Goku Black. He's basically just called Black, but he looks exactly like Goku. And he's, strong and shit, and he wrecks Trunks' shit. And he goes back in time. And then Goku fights Trunks to, test out his power again. And I think he goes Super Saiyan 2. And then Trunks can actually go Super Saiyan 2 now as well. So they fight, and then Goku's just like, yeah, let me go Super Saiyan 3. To show you that there's an actual level above this, because Trunks is all like, what?
Yeah.
Because he's just like, yeah, even at this form, you're not strong enough to fight Black, and he's just like, oh, okay, let me try this. And then Goku Black actually travels back in time because of this ring that he has. It's called the Ring of Time.
Good.
But the thing is, what you learn later is that the ring can only go forward in time and, back to where, you originally were.
Yeah.
So this is actually, a phenomenon because Beerus and Whis give us exposition because they're gods and shit, so they know shit. So they're actually, interested in this. And apparently time travel is actually is actually a universe crime. You could be executed for it. The only people who are allowed to time travel are, people who are authorized to do that shit.
Like Trunks?
No, he's not authorized.
Oh, good.
Why would he be?
Why not?
He's not.
Because main story.
No, Beerus was about to kill him.
Oh.
Until Bulma gave him food because he loves Earth food. But anyway, Goku and Goku Black fight. And then Trunks is just like, yeah, with the power you currently have, I don't think you're going to be able to defeat him. And then Vegeta's just like, that wasn't even half of his full power.
Yeah.
He has 3 other forms after this. And Trunks is like, what? He's like, yeah, we know, we've been training all this time.
Mm-hmm.
Goku just has a problem of waiting till the last second to actually show his true power.
Yeah.
And then Goku's just like, yeah. It's like, wow, they're actually admitting that they have this problem. I mean, if you're fucking super powerful, wouldn't you want to go your most powerful form?
Well, there's actually in that game you still haven't played yet. There's a reference to that specifically in the Genocide run of Undertale. When you fight Sans, he starts off with a really powerful attack, and he says, I don't know why people always wait to the end to try this shit.
Yeah, I know. I never understood that.
Yeah.
It's funny because in the first Kamen Rider series I ever watched, the second he got his ultimate form, he barely, he never went into any of his, previous forms. He's straight, whenever it was a battle, ultimate form. And then people were actually upset. I'm just like, why?
Yeah,
He's going and he wants to get this shit done.
Right, like, this is ass-kicking time. This isn't putz around and then power-up is needed, I guess.
Like most animes.
Yeah.
Shit's actually getting serious. Time for me to get serious. No, you want to be serious like this whole time.
Right. Oh, the whole world could die. Super Saiyan 2 should do it.
Super Saiyan 2 should do it. But then, like, the most recent episode I watched, like, the previews for it, apparently, because Beerus and Whis said they're actually going to investigate this, and then, previews happen, and it's just like, what? We're going to Universe 11? I'm like, wait, what? Goku Black's from Universe 11, maybe? This is actually getting, like, this saga is actually getting interesting. And it only took 3. Like, this is the 4th one right now. And it's just...
Well, on that very, very long and very detailed account,
very detailed,
we will catch you guys in the next episode.